Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to talk about the YOSHIYA planet robot that was made from Japan, and it dates back from 1958. This was a battery operated toy. It's the planet robot, and it is far superior to its mechanical brother Action Planet Robot from the 1950s. Not only is the action more fluid and entertaining, but the toy itself is more scarce than any other mechanical variants known today. During the operation, the 8-inch robot walks forward and its vertical head, antenna turning, and interior illumination lighting both the mouth and chest red gels. In fact, a small diffuser inside the toy's head region actually moves, replicating the movie Robby's on and off speaking effect quite nicely. One button control makes operating planet robot a snap. Though generally found in blue, as you can see here when I take it out of the box, other color variations are known, as well as running production changes such as metal versus rubber claw hands. So this one has actually the steel hands, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them out of the box. So let's go ahead and do that. I actually put this in a different box. This is a newer box from a wind-up robot. So he actually fits nicely in there because he's the same size as the newer robots, but this is... So I'll take this cardboard out. There he is, as you can see. He's in very nice shape. He has a few minor rubs and tiny scratches, but there is absolutely no rust. Can't believe he dates back from 1958 and he's still in beautiful shape. So there he is. And we'll get a little close-up of it. Give it some more light. And as you can see here, I had to actually repair this robot. This was another one of my projects. So when I first turned this robot on, it actually, the light, the face was lighting up perfectly, but it was not walking. So I ended up having to take the robot apart, and lo and behold, when I tested that, there's a little rod piece that goes from here to here, and it was hitting the little, there's like a little thing that spins in there that reflects the light, and it was actually causing the motor to jam up. It's like a little shaft. So what I had to do is I had to open it up, and I put a thing inside so the shaft no longer rubs against this thing that spins inside his head. So he runs perfectly. So this is actually a temporary piece. When I decide to sell this, whoever gets this robot, if they ever find a real piece for this, they'll be able to take this out. Well, of course they'll have to take the whole thing apart, and they have to know what they're really doing, and they should be able to safely put the original piece back in. So I have it so the robot will actually run now. So here's the remote control. It's clean. It's still beautiful shape, blue, no rust. All the wires are there. So now I will go ahead. I'll turn this around so you can see everything. Here we go. Wires intact. And if you flip this over, it has a little stamp. It says right here, Japan. So this was made in Japan. They made absolutely no reproductions of this kind like this with the remote. So let's get started, and I'm going to go ahead and let it run so you can see how it works. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate Planet Robot, or as we know him as Robby the Robot. And what I have to do is, if you look at the battery compartment, I have to prop this battery up a little bit for it to work. And as you can see, all the solder joints, no rust, everything is solid, no shorts or open wires whatsoever. And of course you have the original cardboard from the 50s. It's in excellent shape. So the Planet Robot, he runs really strong still for being, I don't know, 50 years old, over 50 years old. It's a solid robot still. He works beautifully. The wires, everything is just, it's solid. It's almost as the day it was bought. So, and again, this pin I took from a wind-up Planet Robot and put that in there until an original can be found. And this again could be taken out with no problems and the original put back in. So let's go ahead and run Planet Robot. And I'll also show you it in the dark. Okay. Again, I have to angle the battery so he works. And as you can see, he walks beautifully. This motor is absolutely still strong. And here he is in the dark. Sorry about the focus there. You can see the thing inside that's spinning. Now what was happening was there was the rod that's connected to this that also spins this ring around. So what I had to do is I had to go inside and fix that so it wouldn't rub. See, a twirly thing inside there was rubbing against the shaft that makes this spin around. So I had to prevent that so this robot will run again. And I was very surprised that it works beautifully. It's a very strong working robot. And whoever gets this robot, if I decide to put it out there soon, will be very happy. There you go, sideways now. Don't mind that, he's tripping over his little wires. He's so strong he tips himself over. So again, I'll show you again. Let me angle this. I have to keep this open until I can figure out a way to fix it, or else I might just leave it this way because I really don't want to tinker around with it much. And I have to kind of mess around with the battery or prop it up until it works. So there you go. You can see this works beautifully still. And here he is in the dark. He's a great piece. He really is. For any serious robot collector that wants a piece of the Planet Robot, or the Robby Robot from the 1950s. This was one of the very first. This came out 2 years after the Forbidden Planet movie. So, thank you very much for watching my video, and have a good night.